Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ruan from itechnovation.com again. This is another Photoshop CS6 tutorial. In this one, we're going to be designing a watermark that you're going to be using for all your video productions, your YouTube videos, Vimeo videos, or it can just be a watermark that you'd like to use on images or any type of background. Okay, so as you can see here, the text is black. What this is, it's not black text. It's actually been stamped through this watermark. So you're going to be typically using it on a transparent background like this. I don't know if you can see it perfectly, but yeah, just for displaying purposes, I have this on a black background so that you can see what it looks like. So anything beyond this text will be displayed. So if this background was supposed to be blue or whatever image you want to use this watermark on, it's going to be beyond this text. You'll see it. It will be visible beyond this text. So even video being movement and stuff, you'll see it happening beyond this text. It's completely. It's quite a process and it's very interesting. So without delaying further, let's get you started. Use your own text, and afterwards you'll have one lovely watermark you can use anywhere you'd like to. Okay, so let's get started. First, create a new document, file, new. This one I used 800 by 450 pixels, but really the size doesn't really matter. I just did it so that we can see what we're doing. But I mean, you're going to use the watermark in whichever project you want to, and you're going to resize it in any way to fit the project. So it's just for this tutorial purposes and for creating this one, let's just set it at 800 by 450 pixels. Typically, we wanted to do it on a black background like this one over here, but obviously that option is not available, so we create a white background. Okay, and then leave all the other settings as is and press on OK. So now you've got a white background, but we need to see what we're doing. So actually we wanted to do it on a black background. So all you do is Control I or Command I, which will invert your white background to a black background. Okay, and then you want to press D so that you can have your colors here set to back to black and white. And then you want to press X to just make your foreground color white again, as that's going to be the color of our shapes that we're going to create. Okay, so your background is currently locked here. It doesn't really matter. You can unlock it if you want to. It doesn't matter here. Okay, so select your polygon tool. It's this rectangle over here, and you want to hold it down and go to your polygon tool over here. Select that. First, we're going to create some shapes here. That stars is actually a lot of stars that we created, and that is in a shape. So you want to select here and select shape from the menu, from the drop down. Okay, don't worry too much. I set mine on 10 point. Doesn't really matter what you do there. One thing that you need to make sure of, you want to do the settings icon over here, and then make sure star is selected over there. That's the only thing there. And then indent sides by 75%. Set yours to 75%. And then when you want 10 sides, I'm going to use 10 sides. I mean, you can play around, use any number you'd like. I'm just using 10 because it looks good. And remember, guys, this is going to be vector based, so it's not going to be fading out or blurring any edges and stuff like on a normal layer type. Okay, so let's get going. Let's draw a shape. So now we want to put a lot of stars over here. So we're just going to create quite a number of stars. Well, you can do any type of shape you'd like, and then but for this tutorial we're going to have it displaying thicker on the left side, and then have it thin down or go thinner as you move to the right side. So we're going to just create a lot of stars all over the place here. And you can play around as you'd like it. If you'd like yours to look like mine, just follow along what I'm doing. Create quite a few stars. You don't want to go too dense on the edges. I'm just going to deselect it, undo that one over there, don't need that one over there. Just create a lot of stars. Okay, so we basically got our outward shape that we want, which is going to be like all those lines over here, and then just move so that you get them to the right side, or whatever shape you'd like to use and have at the end. I just want one over there so that it looks like a bit better. Okay, so now next thing you want to do is you want to select the top polygon, the last one you did. Scroll all the way down, you'll see you've created quite a few polygons over there. Just hold down your shift key so that you select all the polygons you've created, and then Control G or Command G so that you group those. And let's just rename that as our logo base. Here we go. Okay, so now we've got this shape so far. The next thing we want to do is do our text inside there. That's going to be stand through. Okay, so select your text tool. And then really you can use any font family or font you'd like to use for this. I like using this Danube, is it called? Danube. And then I've got it set on bold. And obviously for my text lengths and playing around with this watermark, creating this watermark a few times, for my text length 90 points it works quite nicely. But play around, see your length of text that you want to use, and just play around with the text size you've got over there. And then obviously we want a brighter color. It doesn't really matter what your color is for your text, because it's just for stamping purposes. It's not going to be displayed. I'm just making it blue so that it's actually visible and we can see what we're doing. So just select inside there and then type out your text. Confirm that selection tool and just move your text a bit to the middle of your watermark. More or less over there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Move it around as you'd like. Again, as you guys know, text is not really. We want to create a vector mask in the end, and then to do that we need to create a work path. At the moment we've got no work paths over there, so let's just have this selected, and then you want to go to select, or what is it, type, go to type and then create work path. Now if you go to your path here, you'll see it created that path. Now we want to convert this into a vector mask, but if we should be converting this one to a vector mask now, what it will do is it will just select the spaces inside the work path, which is currently the text, and we want everything outside of the current work path to be selected. So what you want to do now is just go back to your layers, and then you just okay, well, you can really basically, well, there's a simple way of doing this. Go select your polygon tool again, but this time the rectangular tool up there, and now switch over to a path instead of a shape. Then you want to go to path operations and make sure that exclude overlapping shapes is selected. That's the only thing over there. Don't worry about the other settings too much, and just do that. Now we're just going to draw with this rectangular tool across all, select your whole worksheet, your whole canvas, so that everything is selected. Okay, so the work path is being selected now. If you go back to your path now, you'll see that everything is turned white except for your text. So everything will be visible except what's inside your text now, if we should create a vector mask. Okay, so go back to your layers. Then you want to select your whole group, your logo base, which is your logo base. Then you want to go to layer, create a vector mask, and on current path. That's it. Okay, so basically just deselect by pressing escape over there. Now what we've done is we've created a vector mask over that. We've just if you go to your path, that's still the work path is doing done like that. So if you deselect your text now, you'll see it goes black, but this is not black text. It's actually displaying what's behind this shape we've created. So this means your watermark is now transparent in the text. Everything that goes in, whether it's going to be movement or whether it's going to be on a background image, will be visible through this text. Okay, so that's basically it. If you want to save it, just remember, deselect your background and save it as a transparent, because this is it will be grayish like that. Okay, remember we have to do one last thing, and that is to have this whole logo base group selected and then lower the opacity down to 50%. There you've got it. That's what your watermark's going to be look like. If you look at the other one I created, exact same thing. We've got this now, and just remember, if you save it with your background color deselected so that you save it as a transparent thing, and then it will be displayed. As you can see in the top right hand corner here of this video, you'll see this exact same watermark displayed over here. Okay, that's it for Watermark. Any video productions and any background images you want to use and you want to keep it watermarked, that's, yeah, guys. The options are all up to you. I mean, you can use it any way you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Remember, if you'd like more like these, go to my site at hightechnovation.com, or just subscribe to my YouTube channel, High Tech Novation. And then, yeah, help yourself. Go through the tutorials. Feel free to give me any suggestions in any comments areas down below this video, and I'll be happy to look into creating future tutorials upon your requests. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Good luck. Go and create excellent watermarks for your projects. Till next time. Cheers.